When we think of pruning fruit trees, winter automatically comes to mind as a mental picture of the time of year to do it. But on young fruit trees, summertime is when you really need to be paying some close attention to training the tree. And that's what we're doing on this apple right now. Now this is a Gold Spur Delicious apple. It's a dwarf apple and has been growing very nicely. And we put spreaders in it this spring. And you might remember on Oklahoma Gardening us putting these little wooden spreader sticks in there. And they've done their job fairly well. In fact, the way we know that the limbs have set at the angle we want them to is the ease with which these come out and the fact that the limbs pretty well stay put. So I'm going to take those out now and take a look at the shape of my tree. Before I came on air, I came out and went ahead and put an additional limb weight on this one, because even though I'd put a spreader on it, still wasn't spread as much as I would like. And because the limb is a little more limber than it was this spring, I'm bringing it down at even more of an angle than it was at with the original limb spreader that I put in. Now looking at this young tree, we have a central leader. That's what we like with apple trees. And then we've developed 3 nice scaffold limbs. We have one main one back here. We have another main one up at the front here, and a third one over here that I've tied down. And then a small 4th one starting up right here. Now, all the other limbs coming off the main trunk need to be removed because they'll compete with the growth of these. Remember, your scaffold limbs on fruit trees are the basic framework of what will hold your load of fruit. And if you end up with a whole lot of those on a tree, you will have weak wooded limbs, you'll have limbs breaking, and you'll have difficulty understanding how to prune it come wintertime if you do need to do any pruning back. So what I'm going to do right now is take a look at the scaffold limbs I have remaining, and then I'm going to cut back any other stems that I have coming off the tree, because they're not doing me a lot of good and they're going to compete with these other limbs. I have some back here. I have another down here. Now you may think that this is robbing the tree of vital food producing stems, but on young trees you really need to pay attention to their training to make sure that they'll get off to the right start. Okay, now you can there's one more that I forgot. I'm going to cut that one right here because I have the beginning of a fruit spur. And so I'll prune that just above this cluster of leaves and hopefully get a little fruit off of that spur next year, but it won't compete as a limb. Okay, you can more clearly see now that I have 3 main scaffold limbs. I have a 4th starting back here, and I want you to notice as you look up and down this trunk that they spiral. The first one is right here. Coming around the trunk, you have a second one. A little further up, you have a third, and then coming around the main scaffold, you have a 4th. Next year, possibly, we'll select one shooting out this direction to be our 5th scaffold. Now, I have some rather strong-willed stems coming out back here on this scaffold limb. And what I'm going to do is something that I do on my espalier fruit trees. I'm going to cut it back to 5 main leaves. And what that will do, I'm going to cut just above a bud. What that will do is force that into fruiting production and hopefully cause it to produce a fruiting spur, and it won't be in direct competition with my scaffold limb, and it won't crowd the center of the tree. And because this is a spur type variety, I want you to take a look. It's already forming those tight little bud clusters that will have flower buds hopefully next year and start bearing a little bit of fruit. And so I'll have a nice compact tree producing a good amount of fruit. But that's about it for this apple right now. I'll take another look at it this winter and further assess any training that it may need, but that should take care of it for this summer.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.